Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the Ocean Air Defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills, and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful. Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up. straight up, through the clouds, higher into the sky. Dark blue. I could almost touch it. Then I saw Osia's fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Right. You should have been my best to see this piece of junk. Should have built a return too.
Is everyone here? Settle down. I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Usea as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Usian ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that? There's smoke! We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead.
What? How is that possible?
The tank farm to the north has been bombed.
Many injured.
Scramble! All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base. This is not a drill.
Squadron, aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage Squadron, head to runway. Column Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron. Tricky, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. The situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Hear that? Column Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1.
Do we know the number of bogeys?
Mage 2, scramble. Take off now.
The carrier is listing. Don't let her run aground.
Mage 2, altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
The carrier.
Looks like the harbor's taking a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Golem 4, understood.
This is the AWAC Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco. Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element. You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy. They're way overhead. Let's go introduce ourselves.
Harbor fuel storage is intact. It's asking for another round. All escorts form up for another attack. Point is 835.
Watch out for the support aircraft.
I cornered it.
Missile launched. Enemy support eliminated. This should make the job easier. Destroy the target. Target in gun range. Mage 2 locked.
Bandit is in my sights. It didn't connect.
Target confirmed down. Looking good, Mage 2. Mage 2, target's in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
Trigger, don't forget your special weapon.
Mage 2,
That's it. It's great when it's simple.
enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. You still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if you can make it in one piece. Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits.
Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Whoa there, Trigger. Settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Wilco. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
Golem, Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify.
Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass. You make these. I can't tell them apart.
Missile away. One remaining.
Mage 2, keep your focus. You got this. Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between life and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
Roger that.
I'm on this one's tail.
Mage 2, missile launch. Enemy bomber hit, but still airborne. Finish it off.
Nickel. Nickel. Nickel.
To Gollum and Mage, job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Good going, Mage 2. Flight Commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Column Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
What's the deal with all the drones?
Column 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
I am Princess Rosa Cosette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Citizens of Erusia.
Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. The situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk. We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia. International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Yusian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe. Many wars are lost by failing to recover from the opening blows. That means successfully retaliating was very important. You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have our thanks.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on. I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Usea, has been seized by the Erusian Army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Usea, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Usian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Usea was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Usians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usea, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
I am Princess Rosa Cassette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Today, Osean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. Their attacks practically leveled the school I went to. It is heartbreaking.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Yuzian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Osean Federation and all countries on the Yuzian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Yusia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Each squadron, sortie ASAP.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Intercept! Fire the AA! Flee our vehicle out of there! We don't have any anti-air weaponry in place yet.
It's popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun.
Air raid! Being attacked by enemy aircraft! We're using the containers now. Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility.
Locked.
The anti-air radar vehicle's been destroyed! Go for the radar car!
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there! Protect the radar vehicle!
Resist. This is easy money, so grab it while you can. They've got their anti-air guns aimed right at us.
Requesting permission to move the vehicle! We can't wait any longer! We need interceptors now!
Fox 2. Target is in range of guns. Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Wilco, here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars.
2 targets remaining.
That radar was just about to go online. Push the plan forward too fast, and Brazil's too far from Allied territory.
That's a miss.
The enemy has a lock on you. They evaded. Continuing attack.
Locked on.
They took a bite out of me. Breaking.
one more to go.
Page 2, Box 2.
That radar was just about to go online.
That was the last radar vehicle. Great work. Radar vehicle's destroyed, and the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
Missile hit.
Everything's been burned down. Command evaded the attack. No, they're not linked to the radar vehicle. Launch baggage. Enemy has a radar set on you. Here's some feedback from those forward. Find your manuals in a language we can understand. Breaking off. APCs have nowhere to hide.
AA guns down.
Caution.
Mage 2, missile away.
The enemy's traveled a long way, so they're trying to end this quickly.
Caution.
Mage 2, bandit on your 6.
Closing, evading. Enemy's airstrikes are falling. We're done for.
Target down.
Clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets, too.
Lead aim over clear ground. Score 3, you have to bail out now.
Golem 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now.
Missile tracking. Move the enemy aircraft away from the base. Target confirmed destroyed. Nice. I might stop. This aircraft is heavy. Box 2, Box 2. Enemy's got a lock. Breaking.
Mage 2, missile launch.
Keep your mind focused. Enemy transport destroyed. There's more.
I hope they withdraw. What? They gonna bring their buddies back from the dead? Right.
Mage 2, target destroyed.
On his tail.
Locked.
Box 2.
All right, this base is worth destroying.
For every target.
5 targets remaining.
Breaking off. Box 2.
Targeting range of guns.
Evading.
Four targets remaining.
Enemy has locked me. Roger 6. Enemy missile chasing me.
I'm iced up.
Box 2.
Getting out of block. Breaking. Evading enemy missile.
It didn't connect. I'm glued to this one. All transports have been destroyed, but what were they carrying?
3 targets remaining.
Box 2.
Getting out back. Watch your six. Stage 2, status report.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Missile away.
It's popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun.
Targeting gun range.
Intercept! Fire the AA! Get the radar vehicle out of there!
Target down. Nicely done.
The radar vehicle has been destroyed! We're going for the radar car!
They've got their anti-air guns aimed right at us.
It's air raid! We're being attacked by enemy aircraft!
Locked on.
We're using the containers now. Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility.
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there! Protect the radar vehicle!
Page 2. Locked.
Requesting permission to move the vehicle! We can't wait any longer! We need interceptors now! What the hell do you mean the nearest airbase hasn't got any fighters?
Page 2. Target destroyed.
Missile.
Missile closing. Evade.
Missile. 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 Missile.
The enemy's barely resisting. This is easy money, so grab it while you can.
Fox 2. Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Target has been destroyed. Here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars. Trigger, there's one more to go. Lockdown bandit. He dodged it.
Evade. Continuing attack. Move the enemy aircraft away from the base. That's fire. Evading. It looks like they're a mix of veterans and rookies. Page 2, enemy has a radar lock on you.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Friendly has been shot down. Enemy has entered clouds. In pursuit. Enemy behind you. Heads up.
Okay, let's completely blind those bastards. Locked. It's chow time.
My wings are iced up.
Behind target and ready to attack.
This is closing. You better make it. Enemy missile detected. Evading. Everything's been burned down.
Target is in range of guns.
Locked on target.
Ground target destroyed.
Enemy on your rear. NPCs have nowhere to hide.
Chaff and flares launched.
Box 2.
Missile, breaking.
Fox 2. Target eliminated.
Locked. It's chow time.
Get away from that vehicle. Now!
Clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets, too.
We aim over clear ground. Skull 3, you have to bail out now.
Golem 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now. They're losing it after their allies on the ground were taken out.
Can't say I'm the enemy.
Mage 2, there's a missile after you.
Heads up, bandit behind you. Hostile has a lock. Missile fired, evading. Base is wrecked.
Mage 2 locked.
I can't let him in. Abandoning aircraft.
That's a miss.
In gun range.
All aircraft, residential area is below you.
Missile fired, evading.
Missile evaded.
Roger 6.
Missile away.
That radar was just about to go online.
Watch out. The enemy has a lock.
Wait, so you want us to take down the enemy without damaging any public facilities? That's gonna be a circus.
Bandit acquired. Initiating attack. Breaking lock. Evading. Enemy missile chasing me. I'm taking fire, but I can fly. Friendly aircraft lost.
Lockdown hostile.
Evading enemy missile.
Missile inbound, evade! It didn't connect.
Target is in range of guns.
Golem 4, Fox 2. Are you telling me you can't even avenge your father? I'm in his blind spot. He's mine.
Bandit is in my sights. Alright, clean up that last radar vehicle. There's nothing in your way now.
Enemy's airstrikes are flawless. We're done for.
was the last radar vehicle. Great work.
Oh, to see the Erusians' faces now.
Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
No, they're not linked to the radar vehicles. Launch manually. Redo the setup.
Here's some feedback for those war merchants. Write your manuals in a language we can understand.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
You're low on special weaponry.
Huh? Keep your mind focused.
3 targets remaining.
Protect the radar vehicles! Return fire!
Ammunition
Fox
0.
3.
Launch preparations complete. Bolts are free. Whenever you're ready.
Stand clear, 15 meters. All transports have been destroyed, but what were they carrying? UAVs ready to launch. Away!
Ammunition 0.
What happened? Status report.
Multiple bogeys on radar. They're close.
Wait,
Ammunition
they're
0.
being launched.
Ammunition 0.
You're cleared to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be drones. Well spotted, Clown. No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down.
Feels like I'm
These
riding
drones
a
have great
roller
agility.
coaster here.
All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them. HQ, this is Golem 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Repeat, bandits are drones.
Stall warning.
Golem 1, that doesn't matter.
Stall
Destroy
warning.
all enemy fighters and get out.
It doesn't matter.
He's saying the war can change in an instant. Get over it.
Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
Golem 1, Fox 2.
Missile.
He escaped into the clouds!
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Behind target and ready to attack.
Missile. Caution.
Fox 2.
Missile.
Don't try to read their movements. Lockdown bandit.
H2 splashed a bandit.
The aircraft is icing up. I'm getting a warning.
Get out of the clouds. The ice will melt. Golem 2. The enemy's reading you. Missile coming! Break! Break!
Caution.
Keep your eyes open in those clouds.
The enemy has a lock on you, H2.
Missile. Missile.
Locked. It's chow time.
Shit. I got an enemy in front of me and behind me.
Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah. Golem Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
3 enemies to go.
Bandit is in my sights.
Fox 2.
Golem Squadron, surround him.
Enemy has a radar lock on you.
Missile. Missile.
Locked.
I'm buying dinner for anyone who takes down an enemy.
Missile.
There's a bar I want to try.
You're doing good. Just 2 more. You're mine. I'll make it quick.
Bandits are in the clouds.
Missile. Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Caution! Enemy on your tail!
Missile. Missile.
Missile closing. You better make it.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Golem 1. Fox 2. Clouds are screwing up the accuracy.
1 to go. Let's get through this without any casualties. You're low on missiles.
Skull warning. Skull
Golem
warning.
2, Fox 2.
Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
So, drones don't feel the G-force, huh?
That's a miss. I'm icing up. On target 6. Where'd he go?
They won't show up on the radar.
Missed.
Fox 2. Fox 2.
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. You shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any